How's it going, folks? So today I'm going to be checking out a new song by the band Legendry. And no, that's not a typo. It's not legendary. It's Legendry. And the name of this song is Sigil Strider. This sounds pretty cool if you ask me. And they got a new album coming out this year. The exact date isn't fully known or disclosed yet, but definitely this year they're saying. So anywho, without further ado, let's give this bad boy a listen, shall we? Rangers, go.
Is real for you. Is real for you.
Wow. I mean, one thing I gotta say right off the rip is, uh, love or hate that style, that old classic heavy metal style. I mean, this song, it just really hits the authenticity mark. I mean, this is that style done really, really well. I mean, they got the sound, even like the mix or the production or whatnot. It's a little fuzzy, and I think that's done purposefully because it lends again that authentic factor to the song, to the style and all that, and it just sounds true, and it just it suits the overall sound. Anywho, so I mean, they just really, really nailed it as far as capturing that style, but in a modern day setting, of course. But even with the production, it just sounds right. It sounds the way it should. And I gotta say that the musicianship here is just the drummer is having way too much fun. I mean, that dude rocks. I mean, fills out the wazoo here. I mean, it's just gnarly. Just he's going in. He's like, if I'm playing drums here, I'm gonna play the drums. By golly, you better believe it. So yeah, I mean, it was just gnarly. The bass work was really, really good, and the guitar. Even just like kind of there's some like a fuzz almost kind of in the background. I'm not sure if that's just a bit of distortion from the guitar or if it's something else, but it just kind of created this cool ambiance and atmosphere. And then just the guitar work was just killer. I mean, all those solos in there, just nuts, and it just played so well. I mean, this is clearly someone who really, really knows what they're doing, really knows how to make the guitar sound very emotive, I mean, because those notes and the strings, it just really, screamed at you almost, to pay attention. It really had a personality of its own. I mean, the guitar work here is just exquisite. And when everything is going at once, you got the guitar doing a cool solo and sounds great, and you hear the bass rocking in the background and the drummers just going ham, with the fills and stuff. It's just cool, it's just so cool. And then I really just like the vibe of the song. Again, it's one of those songs, and it suits that classic heavy metal kind of style very well. In this style, where it's in no hurry to go anywhere really. It just kind of moves along at its own pace, and it's very rhythmic. The verses and everything is very, very rhythmic, and as the song kept going, it got more and more infectious to me. I just really started to enjoy it more and more and more, and I was just vibing with it more and more, and just like I said, the atmosphere that it creates, partly just with the way it just is rhythmically, kind of prodding along, but then you just have the musicianship, the music and the verses and all that stuff. It just I'm having a hard time fully explaining or describing what I mean, but it all clicks very, very well, and it kind of creates a sound that kind of pulls you in. I just got sucked in more and more and more, and was just really, really vibing with the sound, and almost swept away, to this world, that they're talking about in here, and just the world of the sound that they're creating. So yeah, I like the verses a lot. I wasn't sure about like the chorus and stuff, but as it went, it grew on me more and more. I really enjoyed that too. Everything just flowed the way it was supposed to. And the only thing I will say that would, I feel would enhance the song a bit more is a little bit more diversity in the vocals. Like I like his voice, it suits this style very well. So there's nothing wrong with that. But just a little bit more diversity, because a lot of the song is somewhat, it just there's not like a whole lot of movement, aside from when the guitar solos happen and stuff like that. And even with the drum fills, like a lot of the song just kind of stays like like here. There's not a lot of just movement throughout. So I really think a little bit more diversity in the vocals would really help make the song pop just a little bit more. Like certain things, maybe, hit some highs, some like power metal scream highs, kind of like how he did in that one spot. Um, like I think that was the second time he said "death is only for you" or whatever it is, but he really kind of carried that up a bit, and so yeah, I mean, just a little bit more of a dynamic or a diversity with the delivery of some of the lyrics, I think could have enhanced the song a bit, but as it stands, this was a really enjoyable song. I really, really dug it, and like I said, as it went along, I just got more and more in the zone, of this song. But I mean, the musicianship and stuff is just gnarly here. It's just a treat to really kind of just listen to it. And it's kind of cool because, like I said, the way this song goes, it's in no rush to go anywhere. It's a very rhythmic, evenly paced song, and so you're kind of just chilling it, and then you get the wicked, guitar solos and drum fills and all that good stuff, and it's like, oh man, this is awesome. And then it hits back in with that nice, like, rhythmic, just heavy metal sounding, feel, and I like the lyrics and stuff too, and the artwork, in the video was tight. So it's a really, really neat kind of experience. So, it, you know, there is some movement, I guess, the more I'm thinking about it, it just with the musicianship. But I really, really do think that a little bit more of a diversity, like how all the music and the drums and all that stuff, is very diverse. There's a lot of stuff happening, at certain points throughout the song. So, a little bit more of that with the vocals too. And I think that would have really rounded out the package very nicely. But as it stands, like I said, I enjoyed this here. I'm very curious for the album, but let me know, folks, in the comments down below. What do you think of this song here? What are your thoughts? Are you looking forward to the album at some point this year? Let's talk about it, and I'll catch you all next time, Ranger.